That's right, we're aping in. We're talking about Apecoin today. This project comes with a lot of interesting features, some of them dramatic, some of them traumatic, and some of them based around a lot of hype, especially something that's launched recently. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. There's a lot of mystery and a lot of moon conversation. Which is it? Is it mystery? Is it moon? Is it both? Stick around. Let's take a look at the Apecoin. So let's start with a quick primer. Bored Ape Yacht Club is where the Apecoin originally came from. If you're interested in more of these NFT projects, the metaverse, gaming even, be sure to like and subscribe. We have lots more info coming for you guys. But this Bored Ape Yacht Club was an NFT project made by Yuga Labs. Yuga Labs was also the same company that ended up acquiring a very popular NFT project, CryptoPunks. They raised $450 million in capital funding, and this was one of the biggest moments in the NFT space, hands down. It just started happening a month ago, March 2022. That's what's crazy about all this. This coin was launched on the promise of Web3 introduction into the NFT space, essentially, bringing utility and the metaverse, of all things, into the NFT world. We've now seen this brand just explode into so many different areas. NFTs are more than just a profile picture or a pretty painting. They're becoming functional, and there's a lot of utility to explore. Bored Ape Yacht Club was covered even by Rolling Stone. This was really one of those milestone moments in blockchain, NFT, metaverse history. Everything is hinged on this project really right now. All of the hype around this space was truly kind of built out of initially some other Ethereum rocks and other silly things, including possibly the CryptoPunks. But the real advantage here of getting into these apes was this idea that there would be an entire world, universe, and utility built around what they are. There was a massive interview done with Rolling Stone in which some of the founders talked about what they were building, what their ambitions were, and the direction that things were going to go. It all sounded amazing. And we got some great clips here right out of the article from Rolling Stone of the different aspects of the NFT ecosystem and really kind of the full brand. There were other knockoff versions that were still kind of very much a part of what was being built, the Mutant Ape Yacht Club and several others. If you're looking for all the detailed information, head over to their website, apecoin.com. And this is where the About section really runs you through all of the details of how the DAO works, where the money goes, who's involved, and what the aspirations are for the near future. Scrolling through here, you can kind of see where the value came just by holding your Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT alone. You got over 10,000 ape tokens, and they are a hot commodity right now. Lots in the FAQ and more information there for anybody looking to dive in. We're here to explore two things today, both the moon and the mystery of what's going on with this project, and they're not completely separated. Let's start with the moon. Most recently, we found out that the metaverse, the Bored Ape metaverse, is launching. This is going to be called The Other Side. It's launching at noon on April 30th Eastern Standard Time. And this will be one of the most talked about, most influential metaverse projects we will have seen since probably Decentraland, Sandbox. This might even be larger than both of those. Keep an eye on what is coming here. This hype is for real. Buckle up, because this is going to be just graphically a very enjoyable experience from what we've seen from the leaks and the Discord so far. And when we get in there, we're going to start seeing really kind of a new economy evolve around what Apecoin is and how it's utilized. There's going to be over 200,000 land plots of virtual land available. And we've seen what those have gone for on some of the other major platforms that I've already mentioned, Decentraland and Sandbox. Potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of these ape coins are going to be poured in and locked up into these land plots within that metaverse. We'll see the first Ape Fest 2022, an event in Manhattan, happen in June of this year. This train is not stopping anytime soon. The moon conversation around this Apecoin is for real. Will it go? Will the market behave itself? Will Bitcoin not tank and bring the whole market down with it? Time will tell. Could Bored Ape be the first to kind of break that trend and be able to remain a mid-cap project, brand new, that doesn't follow the same trend as the rest of the cryptocurrency market? Time will tell. We have yet to see any single project kind of stand up to the overall influence of Bitcoin and be able to do that so far. But at some point, someday, there will be one that breaks away. Maybe the Apecoin is that one we're looking for. The valuation of this project is just out of this world right now. We have TV shows and movies being branded within the Bored Ape ecosystem. We have Andreessen Horowitz and many others pouring hundreds of millions of dollars, bringing the valuation of this NFT well over $4 billion and growing. Everybody wants a little slice of this pie. FTX, we've got Amoca Brands, we've got MoonPay, and there's more pouring in. Basically, every week, there are more and more people and more institutions looking to get into this space and be a part of what's being built here. The team was doxxed, and there are a couple of the team members that partially doxed themselves. And this team was initially fairly anonymous. And what happened was we had the owners kind of accused of being doxxed by the folks over at BuzzFeed. And BuzzFeed really didn't dox them necessarily. They did some research. They did some investigating. And if you continue to do research and investigate, you will find full names and addresses, fully doxed individuals in the SEC filing. Now, this is where some of the mystery starts perhaps resolving or perhaps building. This NFT project proposed that they are not offering the Apecoin as a security, that it will have utility and be created as a non-security based asset to their ecosystem and their investors. They certainly have the finance within that NFT space to qualify as appropriate investors for this sort of offering. And we're going to have to wait and see how this unfolds. So we know finally, more or less, what's going on with the founders, but their information is still very sketchy. Go looking around. I'm not going to fully dox anybody here. I will just simply put up what they've put here. But their names, their information, their home is available for anybody to go and research and find. But at the same time, online, there's a lot of questions about where they came from. Who were they before the Bored Ape Yacht Club? Who were these people and what were they doing? Why have we not heard about too much of their previous work? There's a little more information on a few of them than there are some others, but this still remains a massive mystery for this space. We've also had the drama within this space. Recently, we had an Instagram hack where the Instagram account was actually stealing and luring in Bored Ape owners. And they lost their apes. They sent them to these scammers who hacked their Instagram account. Is this appropriate? Is this kind of the best way to launch, support, and have an NFT project taking on such utility and valuation, where your Instagram account can simply be hacked and people can literally be dragged right in and have their NFTs sent off to the scammers by themselves? This is a testament to a little bit of education. People should know better than to believe a social media account solely and go ahead and start sending their valuables, whether it's crypto, money, or an NFT, off to an address that's also something that you can double check and look into. This is sloppy, and it's not the first time this has happened. We have had the owners of some of these Bored Apes try to sue OpenSea over stolen assets. Again, this was just a few weeks ago, and here we go all over again with the Instagram. This is a target for people to attack social media accounts, go email phishing, and run other scams to get a hold of these exceptionally valuable NFTs right now. We're not done with this. We're going to see a lot more. And this mystery continues to build because we don't know exactly how some of the celebrities endorsing their ape tokens. We've seen them on Jimmy Fallon, Madonna, Paris Hilton. These are owned by a lot of celebrities, and there is very little known about how they acquired them. Did they buy them? Were they gifted? Were they airdropped into these celebrities' wallets, which are basically public information at this point? Time will tell. Apecoin holders, there's 100 of them that actually already hold 52% of the supply. For having a massive kind of overall 48,000 plus ape holders, having just 100 hold 52% of the supply brings up a few other questions about centralization. The Bored Ape Yacht Club is an extremely interesting, very diverse now ecosystem with a lot going on. Participating in the DAO will help you kind of keep up with what's going on. But at the end of the day, there are as many questions as there are answers about what's happening there right now. I would argue that maybe this is both mystery and moon. Right now, hype is going to drive these projects. Bitcoin is not behaving the way that a bull market would be in support of. Is it ready to tank? Is Apecoin going to follow that dump? Time will tell. We will see soon. But right now, if there is anything to keep your eye on, it is the Apecoin project.